Hello guys, my name is Eric, and I'm actually gonna start doing a couple mini series on Paladins. Uh, Basically, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I just had surgery and I have a lot of free time right now. So, I'm gonna be uploading some videos and just seeing how it goes from here and there, see if I get any views or anything. I'm not really trying to become a super YouTuber, but I'm just trying to show some people like a little bit of how to play Paladins or how I play Paladins, and just show them a little bit of how the game really works. Because you see a lot of those YouTubers are really good at it and they show you really amazing gameplay, but I'm going to show you exactly how the gameplay usually tends to be. So for this series, I'm going to be working on all three legendaries for Fernando. Then I'm going to move into another tank. Basically, I'm going to try and show you all the different tanks that you can use in the game. Not a lot of people like to use the tanks because for the most part you have to be in the front, and sometimes it's a little difficult to stay alive depending on who are you playing with. But for this one, we actually gonna go with our damage build. That's gonna be the first build we're actually gonna go. And main thing that we want to increase the base health of our character, which is we're gonna increase it to 600. We're gonna use Cavalier. We're gonna put it into 4. Second one, we're gonna do a running start. Basically, we're gonna put it into 4-2. This card is actually gonna give us movement speed after we use a charge, which comes pretty darn handy at times whenever you're trying to run away from a teammate, not a teammate, an enemy player, or you just want to go into hiding just to get some regen. So that card tends to be really good. Now over here we have Incinerate. Basically, because we're gonna try and do as much damage, we're gonna try and throw our fireball for 3 seconds. So what this card basically is gonna be doing is gonna reduce the cooldown of it. So we're gonna be able to throw it like almost every 3 seconds. Now these two cards, they're just add cards. Basically, our main build is the first 3 cards, but the last 2 cards, launch, which increases our distance of charge by 12%. Again, it's gonna help us get away from some of the enemies whenever we try and escape. And the last one is gonna be while we're 50% of health. Below that, we're gonna receive 5% healing increase by our teammates, whoever's healing. So that's gonna be our loadout that we're gonna be using today, and we're gonna go and play at least a match of Siege. Hopefully we can get one. I was trying to do a video earlier and I did not get one at all, which was kind of funny because the queue tends to be pretty quick, so it took a little bit. So we're gonna try and hopefully we can queue pretty quick so we can start doing this.
Siege. Select your
Okay,
champion.
so here we are. We're gonna pick our Fernando character.
Fernando.
There we go.
Customize your
Pretty
champion.
good. So the main thing that we're gonna try and do here is that, well, I guess I'll just explain what we're kind of gonna do. I think I've played with some of these people before. I think GI is pretty good, so I think he should be good with Drogas. We got a pretty decent team. We got 2 healers, so that means we're gonna be getting quite a bit of heals throughout the entire game, which is good. You always want to, the more heals that you can get, the better, right? So because we're gonna play the only tank in the game, so we're gonna have to be very smart on how we play. Sometimes the other team, if they got a double tank build, it might become a little hard for me just to stay on the point for longer, but we'll see. We haven't seen what the enemy team has yet, but I hope we can see them very quick. Okay.
Melt in my presence.
Okay, we got 3 support. We're actually only going against 1 tank, so that's pretty decent. And actually, none of the other team can actually do that much to us. Main thing that you need to focus with Fernando. Worst things about Fernando is people who can stun you or can slow you down. And as far as I can see, the only one that can actually do that would be the Ashe. During her ult, she can stun you for about 2 seconds. Well, I think a second, but it feels more like 2. She can stun you for a second. And plus, they have Genos who can lift you up and people can shoot you from underneath you. So those are the 2 main people I'm going to have to focus on and try and avoid. So we're going to get resilience, we're going to get it down. We're going to try and get resilient, which actually reduces your CC. But we're going to do that towards the end.
It is like a normal team, but with me.
The build that we're going to be running for today is going to be Scorch. Basically what we're going to do with Scorch is that every time you hit somebody with a farm, so every time you throw your ball, every time you throw your fireball at somebody, what's gonna happen if you hit multiple targets, it's gonna start building up the damage. So that's why we're gonna go for it. Hopefully we can get a couple of those, but sometimes people are really spread apart that you can't really get that. But we're gonna go here and we're gonna select damage.
After your inner tube.
5.
We're gonna go ahead and get cataracts because obviously we're gonna be in the front line and we're gonna try and do so much damage because aside from our Leon, we're the only damage in this game, which we'll see how it goes. So basically we're gonna try and get behind the shield, trying to shoot her. I see the Kinessa over there, she's already shooting at me. So I'm gonna pull out my shield and move over here against the back wall. I'm gonna try and get back in here and try and get some. Main thing, let me just see if their Kinessa's up there. Main thing, as a tank, you need to watch out where your enemy team is at. Especially whenever you're playing alone. So if I'm playing casual, so I could usually play 3rd person, but for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna try and mainly play a 1st person. With Fernando, I like playing 3rd person because I like to see the whole view of where all the enemies are at. Right now, we haven't really done much damage or anything. We're just been playing kind of like objective-wise. But actually, we're gonna try and get this emoji. Oh, this land right here. Oh, we heard her pretty good. We're gonna wait until we get our dash. And there we go. Ooh, oh. That was very dumb of me. I didn't have my shield up and ready, so the emoji was able just to melt me there. That was very bad. But we'll try again. There's only 1 death. You know, you cannot be perfect every time you play. Sometimes we do stupid mistakes. So here we are. Okay, Moji went over here. Let's try and get behind him. Oh, where did he go? Oh, he got killed. So we're just gonna keep pushing the payload. The other team's not really doing much to us. They have a lot of people who have to shoot from far away, so it's kind of hard for us to even do any damage. We're gonna try and hit this Kinessa, just get her out of the way. He doesn't shoot anybody. Moji couldn't do much. Again, you gotta be careful with emojis, and the more they hit you, the more they build up their stacks. Gonna move back a little bit. Oh, Kinessa's over here. Alright. You saw the stun was right there. Alright, Moji's getting over there. Oh, we almost got him. Couldn't get that kill. There we go. We did get him with a 450. I'm gonna try and move over here behind.
Killing spree.
Alright, we're gonna move up behind. All our teammates are back here.
30 seconds.
That's another thing that you need to know whenever you're playing the tank. You gotta be careful whenever your teammates are dead. Ooh, that's rough. Ooh, there we go. As you can see, you saw I got a 620 damage there.
15 seconds
Pretty
remaining.
decent. Let's see if I can get behind him. Try and do some damage here. I don't think I'll be killing all of them, but ooh, perfect. This evade emoji. Ugh.
3, 2, 1.
Ah, he got us. No, but we almost had him. We almost had him.
Sis, no.
We need to be able to be a little bit smarter about how we were playing.
It's chill.
Greetings, Roamling.
Alright, so what are we gonna do right now?
I'm bailing.
We haven't done a lot of damage because most of the people weren't even getting close to the payload, which is good for us because we're getting 3 points just to
Point
being on
spawning
there.
in 15
So for this, we're gonna try and keep doing different things.
5, 4,
And like I said, we're playing
3,
casual, so it's
2,
like
1.
just our team build or like team comp per se. It's not the best, but somehow it's working for us, which is pretty hilarious. Okay, there we go. This isn't what I was expecting in the first try, but everybody kind of charging towards the center. Right now we had the entire enemy team kind of charging everywhere, so it kind of gave us some free points. We're gonna stay right here. We're gonna look for Moji because he might want to come behind us. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Oh, there we go. We got the Ash. We're gonna keep doing some damage here. Oh, we couldn't get her.
I feel
Fireball, and now we're going back and just getting some points. Let's try and get close to Moji, do some damage. Moji's probably gonna go over there with Leon. We got the point already. Moji's trying to get us, but he won't. Gonna pull our shield. There we go. Perfect. This game feels pretty easy for us right now. Moji's just kind of sniping up there. He can't really get us that much. We gotta go right behind the wall. Moji needs to come down in order to hurt us, so that's pretty good. Oh, I was gonna dash in there. Good thing I didn't have it, or else I would get hit by a freaking Genesis. Okay, so I'm gonna come back here. Then gotta try and just get him behind. There we go. Gotta be careful because we don't want to get hit, but all of them. There we go. Just gonna try. Oh shoot! I didn't see the Kinesa there, and the Moji was somewhere around there as well.
enemy double kill.
Alright, we're not gonna get anything yet. We're gonna just keep going and just try and keep pushing it. I think this game's gonna start getting a little harder towards the end. Right now it seems not that bad. We haven't been able to push the payload, but I feel pretty comfortable just staying back here. We've been getting some points, doing some damage here and there. While the teammates are saying, "Oh, here's let's try and push a little bit. Let's try and help our teammates just push a little bit more." There we go. We got that one, and let's see if we can get Leon. Get her out of the way. Gotta use my ult just to not die here. He won't be able to hurt me. There we go. Alright, we're gonna use some shield right here. Emoji can't hurt us. So we're just trying to stay as far as possible from Emoji.
Killing 7, 6, 5.
Oh, that was bad on me. That was bad. He got me. I thought I still had my maul down by me, so I didn't check. So that's why I died there.
Overtime.
So I was gonna have my teammate right behind me, but I think he died, so that's why they got us there. Alright, we're gonna go Cataracts. No, actually, we're gonna try and get some of the other cards here. Let's see, are they going Cataracts? Yes, they are. So we're gonna try and get some Rejuvenate just a little bit. And also, I feel like I'm running kind of a little slow. So I'm gonna go here.
Point spawning.
Next card that I get, I'm not too sure. We'll see what card we get. But as of right now, we're just gonna get some speed and some extra healing from my teammates.
5, 4, 3,
Greetings,
2,
Roamling. Good fortune.
Life's a
Ultimate
beach.
is ready.
I like the voice acts that they put in this game. They're hilarious. Alright, same thing. We have this person just charging in. Pretty good. I'm pretty sure we can most likely out damage her. Most ashes. Most of the ashes they don't really do that much damage unless they have a specific build, but I don't think she does. She just straight up pull her shield up. Just gonna be right here getting some free points. This is again like the other team has. It's not really playing that well with their own teammates. So as soon as we kill the Ashe, basically we get the point. Like they're not even contesting at this point. They're just trying to get Where is she? Oh, she's out there. She's not even contesting me. So, oh, there we go. Didn't even matter that she actually made ears. But we're gonna get out of the way. We can't really hurt her whenever she has her ult. So we just gonna move right inside. Let him all done to do all the damage. Oh, I think we might be able to get her. Yes, we did get her. Yes, we got one kill. We said we're gonna do damage and we haven't done really that much damage this entire game. But it's okay, you know? You can't always be your best. Ooh, he missed. He missed. Alright, I'm gonna try and push here and dodge backwards because I see a Kinesa and emoji closing in on me and I don't want to get killed. Alright, we have our damage dealer instead. Oh, Mojo's over here behind me. Just move right behind. There we go, there he is. Just push him back a little bit. Okay, try and move side to side. Do some damage over here. Watch out for the monkey. Oh, we got that girl. Alright, move up. Alright, careful emoji, just stay behind. Make sure we do some damage there. Oh, there we go. We got the Leon again. So at this point, we're gonna move up. Emoji, we're gonna shoot him a little bit. Oh, some big damage right there. We're back. We're back. Move front. Trying to see where the Kinesa is. Nowhere to be found. Ooh, that was a trip. That's pretty good damage. I gotta using that shield quite a bit, so I might get records. Just try and get it out of the way a little faster. Again, you can see right now what I'm doing. Basically, I'm staying away from most of their fire. Just by staying behind. Ooh, careful. Ooh.
15 seconds remaining.
I'm gonna try and help Leon right here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'm gonna have to use my ult because or else I would have died there. And I'm gonna die right here. Another thing, our teammates don't seem to be pushing with us, which is a little inconvenience, but not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna go record because that Ashe is just pulling out her shield 24/7. So we're gonna try and melt it down a little bit because none of our team is actually doing any of that. So we're not able to do as much damage as we like to because we cannot pull that shield out. So this should be able to help us out a lot more. So that should be good. Again, this is the last. I shouldn't have used my ult. I didn't realize it was already 3-on-3. So whenever you have your ult and you have a 3-on-3, and you cannot make the never use your ult. So you can use it during a battle. Like right now, they might have their ults and we might actually lose this point. But who knows? We'll see. The only one that has this ult is Maldamba. Oh, Moji's right here. Oh. Ooh, the emoji died, which is really good on our part. Just gonna be right here. And just gonna protect my healer over here a little bit. Get some free points right here. Look at where the enemy's at. I'm the only one on the point. Oh, there we go. Good. Okay, you see? That helped us out. We finished the shield pretty quick. So we're able to kill the Ashe. At this point, I'm just going to be staying here. killed Akinesa, one less player, and we won.
Nix that.
So the game wasn't that, I wouldn't call that game like the best game we had, because I couldn't really show you how much damage Fernando can do, because most of the people that I was going against, they're long range people, like Leon, they had Inessa, and they had Janos, which almost never got into the point, which makes it really hard for me, Fernando, to even get close to them. But as you saw, we were doing damage to the Moji and also the Ash, because those were the two main people that we were getting close to. And we were playing the objective, so I think that's a pretty good game for us. Let's see. Let's look at stats. Well, I only got 3 kills that game. Not my best performance. But as you can see, I was staying on point throughout the entire game. I was trying to push the payload, but for the most part, I really couldn't. Also, you can see both. I was getting healed by most of them. But the heals that we were getting was a lot less than the Janos did to the other team. So I guess we were doing a lot more damage to them. That's kind of funny. This game was actually really funny because they actually did, I think, by the numbers I'm looking at, all of their teammates did pretty much more damage than we did, and we still won the game. Yeah, it was just kind of weird. But that was actually the first. On the next video, I'm actually gonna try and do more shield base, more shield orient. I'm gonna be pulling out my shield a lot more often, and not try and do as much damage, and not trying to push and try and get those kills. So hopefully we can stay and get even more objective time. So I'll see you guys in the next video.